My name is Patrick Choi from Anime 12, Spring 2012, and I'm going to be going over some of the characteristics of snake scales. What are snake scales? Snake scales are scales composed of a protein known as keratin, which is the same thing that hair and fingernails and feathers are composed of. It's keratin that gives snake scales their shiny and smooth appearance. And in the bottom left here you can see that even fingernails, they have the same kind of shine to them that snake scales have, as you can see. Why are they important? Snake scales are important for several reasons, such as protecting the body, retaining moisture, aiding in locomotion or movement, and providing camouflage. In this picture on the top right, you can see that the snake can camouflage itself in this pile of dead leaves thanks to its skin. And here it shows how snake scales can help in the movement of snakes. It's commonly believed that snakes move around by pushing themselves off of things like rocks or branches and stuff, but it's actually their scales that help them, because as you can see, some of the scales jut out slightly, and this helps them gain traction on even flat surfaces. By combining that with their slithering movement, as you can see in the bottom left picture, they can move around when there's nothing to push off of. In these diagrams, they show how snake scales can protect specific areas, even their eyes. In the bottom right, it shows several of the snake scales on the head that protect special areas. Like here, it shows that the scales protect the nose and the lips and even the eye. And in this picture where it shows someone who probably dissected a snake head, you can see that the eyes have a very thin, transparent scale over them. So yeah, and in this diagram on the top right, it shows how the scale would lay on top of the skin, the blue epidermis being the scale and the orange dermis being the inner skin, and it shows how different types of scales would lay on the skin, not just for snakes but other reptiles and fish. In this slide, you can see how the coloration of a snake depends on the color of its skin, not its scales. Since the scales are made of keratin, they're pretty much transparent, but they are hued for all colors except blue and green. The color blue is caused by the scale diffracting light and gaining a blue hue, and the color green is created by the combination of the blue-hued scales and yellow inner skin. And in the picture you can see that you can actually see the yellow skin just before it turns into the yellowish green because of the blue-hued scales. And even here you can see how it transitions from a very pale yellow to a sort of turquoise or teal blue with some green in between the transition. Shedding. Snakes shed their skin periodically, like 2 or 4 times every year, to replace old worn out skin and to get rid of parasites. Before a snake sheds its skins, it will become dull and dry looking, and its eyes will become cloudy or milky. In the bottom left, it shows a picture of a snake who is about ready to shed. You can see that its eye scale has become cloudy or milky, and it'll need to shed because that'll hamper its vision. And in the right, you'll see 2 pictures of the same snake, but the one on top it's not ready to shed, but the one on the bottom is ready to shed. You can see that the one on the bottom, its color has become very gray or silverish, while the one on the top is very dark, almost black in some areas. And here are some examples from the media. On the left are some examples from cartoons, and on the right are samples from movies. You can see that it's harder to gain the realism in cartoons because you don't have the same level of detail as you do in animations in movies. Like, but still, like in the Snake Jafar, you can see how the artist made some slight suggestions with this purple and the blue to show that the snake has a shine to it. But I think the best one so far is the Nagini from Harry Potter because it has that appearance that's slimy, but it's actually shiny. Yeah, the end. I hope you learned some things about snake skills. I'll help you if you ever decide to animate snake skills. And thank you.